let's break down the only ways you can scale a service-based or cleaning-based business. You got two options. You either grow and build retention fast, and I'll break down what retention here is in a little bit, or you profit and grow slow. We don't want to grow slow. We want to build out a business model that's worth it for years to come right away. The problem most people deal with is wanting to take out profits quickly and early into a business. I mean, restaurants can't do this. You guys should take me as an example. I built out 2 restaurants, documented it all over social media, and yeah, I can't get my money in a day. That's just the format of the business model. Now, you guys might be wondering, who am I? My name is Omar. I've been doing this for 13 plus years, documenting it all over social media. I built multiple 7-figure businesses, ranging from cleaning restaurants. I do a lot of e-com. You can see a little bit of product here behind me. I do a lot of stuff. I've been documenting it all over social media. I've done over 24 million. That's actually a little bit outdated at this point, but I also build businesses on a regular basis while documenting it all for you guys to see. I've also invested a lot of cash into my businesses, documenting and showing you guys the work being done. So go check those out. But now with me personally, with my cleaning business, I've done a little over $7 million in the last 10 years. You can see the graph here. You might be wondering what the huge drop off is. That is the year 2026 as we're currently in April. We're off to the races though, doing about 300K a month right now. I also break down everything I do for a living all over social media. So give me a follow if you guys want to see how it is I do things behind the scenes. Now, we're going to be covering 2 things in this video: turning your clients into recurring customers, and then pricing correctly and presenting it'd be stupid to say no offer. Now, let me break it down, guys. If you chase profits initially, you'll either get burned by retention or, even worse, bad customer experiences for the dollar amount put into the services. Either it's buyer's remorse or sticker shock in general. People just because people say yes to your services does not mean that they're happy with their decision. So you're already putting a target on your back for your customer and nitpicking your work, even if it's amazing. Even if you have the best cleaner, if you charge $500 and somehow reluctantly that $500 amount of work that you're doing. So in order to scale, you really have 2 options. You can scale through a net zero offer, which I personally like to do. You offer lower prices, you wow your customers with quality work, and you build retention, recurring house cleaning. Or you can do a standardized approach, which a lot of, these multi-million-dollar companies that have been in business for 50 years are doing, which is scale through a profit methodology where they price themselves accordingly like other cleaning companies and make profits on the front end, right? Deep cleans, post-construction, move in, move out. There's so many different upsells you can do. This video will explain how you can do either of these methods, but there is one I recommend over the other, and I'll explain that as well in this video. So stay tuned, guys. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but most homeowners have their net worth tied into their property, which means if you want to protect your investment, you'll need to have services rendered, right? So this is why the cleaning industry is so lucrative. Never ending customers, guys. If you want to maintain your property value, you got to maintain your roof, your windows, your interior. So if you want to retain the value of your house, you got to keep investing back into it through either maintenance of some kind. Let's talk about this. So the retention technique is running an offer people can't say no to. This can be a wide variety of different things. You just need to build a chart of accounts to call back on. Second cleaning is free, $150 off your first 6 cleanings. And I know that sounds extreme, but really what we're doing is $25 off each clean. By the way, this is one of my first strategies I ever used, and it prints. Get your first cleaning for $99. I don't care. Just cover your costs or lose a little bit on the front end to get a customer, because the retention is where the money is made with this business model anyways. So let's talk about customer acquisition costs. When running an aggressive offer like the one I'm talking about, right? So the $99 cleanings and all of these other things, you are used to paying really expensive leads. So this makes no sense to you. I don't want to sell something for 99 bucks if it costs me to get a lead $70. But here's the thing. When you run an aggressive offer, you get a lot more yeses than nos, which means that $70 lead is not really effective anymore. It might be a $20 lead, $30 lead, right? So when you're used to paying for 70 bucks a lead, I understand why you wouldn't want to try this, but it's definitely worth it. By offering a little bit of the deal, it makes the whole process go down easier with first-time clients who've never used your services before. But there's one thing I want to make clear, okay? Think of the numbers when your retention rate goes up for clients. Think of the sticker shock of every client who has ever said no to you on the phone. Think of how much extra cash would be in your bank account right now if every one of those clients ended up saying it'd be stupid not to take you up on that deal, right? So all the times you maybe think you were bidding out maybe 30, 40, 50 bucks, you lost $300 over a $30 price adjustment that you wanted to just, shove down their throats. So what we need to do is we need to double down on subscriptions, similar to how Netflix operates their business model, not profiting off of one-time cleans. Now, just a little caveat here. If we're doing pressure washing, inherently is a one-time service for the most part. We focus on upsells instead, but I'll break that down in another video. So hit the like, follow, subscribe, go check out my IG. I break down everything I do for a living all over social media. So let's talk about something that's really, really important. This is where the numbers is. This is where the meat and potatoes is of this video. 10% retention rate, which means I'm going to have $12,000 a month in recurring cleanings after 1 year of being in business. I think that's a terrible number, me personally. If we do 25% retention, $30,000 a month after 1 year. And if we do 45% retention, which sounds crazy to some people, but I've done these numbers over and over and over again, you can get to $50K a month within a year if you understand how to build retention quickly rather than slowly. Retention is king for growth in your business, but just so you guys know, inherently there will be churn, as is typical with any subscription-based service, but this is just how we build and scale scale cleaning companies ourselves, nickel and diming for $30 to $50 profit a clean is now where the money is. I understand that for some people, they're desperate to make some moves. They're desperate to make money. They're desperate to move numbers. I understand, but our goal is always going to be the same, is to profit long-term. We're building a business. You don't build a restaurant to profit on the first day. So same rules apply. Maybe it's because of my background and what it is I do for a living. Maybe that's why I look at things this way, but this is also proven to be the more effective way. So when advertising, you need to try every strategy to close and close the deal fast so they can't say no. And even if they do, you got their email and you can always throw them a deal down the road to minimize the cost of the lead anyway. So even if they say no, you got their email, you got their phone number, you can always throw them a bone a little later on. It's just, picking up a loose change at the end of the day. This is the strategy I like the most. I like called the net zero strategy. I don't know if other people coin it this way, but basically I'm breaking even, and I'm okay with breaking even because that means my retention that I'm building up over a long period of time is going to reward me in the end anyways. And it's done like this by most billion-dollar plus companies, right? You look at Netflix. Why do they put $30 million, $40 million into a movie? Because they're going to get the subscribers, and the subscribers pay for the movie. The same rules apply to cell phone companies. Ever wonder why the phone companies give free iPhones? Like brand new, like the iPhone 17s just came out and companies were already giving away 17s away for free. Why? Because once you're a subscriber to any of the phone companies, you're locked into giving them thousands upon thousands of dollars over a bunch of years. We can apply the same strategy with cleaning. I can't go without a clean home anymore. Damn it. That's the reality of cleaning, guys. I don't know how many of my clients, I've been cleaning their houses for years, literal years at this point. Just because once you're used to a clean home, you don't just walk away from a clean home, especially if you have the funds to do so. So let's talk about the two different ways you can profit off of your cleaning business. Lowering your price means also lowering your standards. Now let me clarify, you shouldn't ever run a low effort business ever under any circumstance. But there is a benefit that if you don't perform as well, it's okay because it was cheaper, so the reviews won't hurt you that bad. Also, you'll be getting a lot more cleans because of the inherent lower pricing. So 1-star or 2-star reviews here and there won't hurt as much because you have a huge pool of cleans to pull from. Eat up that 1-star review that was left recently, right? But here's the thing, higher price means higher standards. People can be more nitpicky. This does not mean that we're talking about rich people versus not so rich people. That's not what we're talking about here. Inherently, when you spend more money on some things, sometimes people who don't have necessarily the means to afford it the way they want to afford it will nitpick the job. So if somebody who makes $100,000 a year spends $1,000 on something, they might not care too much. But if somebody who makes $40,000 a year spends $1,000 on something, now they might actually care a lot. And so the problem is, it's not necessarily the people that can afford it or say yes to you. It's understanding that when you charge more, you have higher standards that you have to fill out on. Not to say, that some people won't say, hey man, I work for rich people all the time. They don't care as long as the quality is good enough, right? Because they have better things to do with their time. But you guys get where I'm going with this, right? So just to clarify, if you have amazing cleaners, nothing will happen. But what you don't do a perfect 10 out of 10 job and you charge $400, you're introducing the worst kinds of reviews, like extremely expensive and did a crappy job considering the price. These are the kinds of reviews that can really hurt your growth with your company. And because you're charging so much for job, you won't have a pool of 30, 40 cleans to eat up those reviews that are negative. So you guys got to really focus on getting the better reviews. Now, let me give you a breakdown of how this works. You got two focus points, right? You got profit focus, where you profit $150 off each house cleaning. You get $10,000 in bookings, but due to sticker shock or inherently less than ideal quality work, given the price point, your retention is 25%. Or you do retention-based work. So let's say you got the same $10,000 in bookings, but due to great value or inherently good work considering the price, your retention rate is 40%. Profit focus will hit $30K a month within a year, while the other will be nearing $50,000 a month, give or take. This means you're either operating a $360,000 a year business or a $600,000 a year business. Now, I want to be able to knock these videos out really, really quickly. So hit the like, hit the follow if you haven't done so already. But let's talk about the last point here before we end this video out. But what about profits on recurring cleanings? Now, here's the thing about recurring cleaning. Whether you focus on profit or you focus on retention, the profit margins for us is going to be the same once you are a recurring client, which means that we're aiming for that 45, 55% cost of payroll, which leaves us with the equivalent amount of 45 to 55% profit margins on every clean. Now, you might be saying like, well, then what's the point of retention versus profit? Our goal is long-term to have more chart of accounts active on a monthly basis for us to make more money. I don't care about the one-time cleanings. I'll eat the fee on the one-time cleaning if it means I can make it out on the back. So really, the point of this video is, do you want to collect $50 up front, or do you want to collect $2,000 by the end of the year with $200 a month monthly cleanings? And we're not even talking about weeklies or bi-weeklies. We're not also even talking about upsells, but I'll save that for another video. Let me me know if you guys liked it. Now, if you guys want my help to scale or build your cleaning businesses, I can either do it with you or I can do it for you. So we either work together one-on-one, where I, like I said, just build it out directly for you with clients, employees, everything ready to go. If you're interested, you can schedule a call with me in the link down below this video in my bio. You can also check all my testimonials. I have so many at this point that I have to open up another highlights page on my Instagram. So I tag the people I work with directly. I'm very straightforward with what it is I do for a living. You guys can go check out the videos. It's going to be on here. And then you can just click through all of these different testimonials. I take you guys to job sites. I show you guys the work being done. Like I said, I have so many testimonials. I don't know what to do with it. So like I said, if you guys are ever wanting to be part of this, let me know. Click the link down below, schedule a call with me or my team, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys. And also don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. Let's break it down for you guys. I'll see you guys on another video.